Alright, so this video I want to walk through my sort of design process I went through and why I like building alt builds for my personal collections. So this is sort of the first alt build that I did that was I was really happy with enough that I wanted to jump through the hoops of posting it on Rebrickable. Um, so the set I focused on was this 75372. It's the Clone and Droid Battle Pack. And actually, I can pull it up here on the computer screen. We can actually look at it. So this is this pack that I got. I really like STAP speeders. I think that's a really cool build. I think that works well enough. So I wanted to keep that. And then I think this tri-droid is fine enough that I didn't want to change it. And I didn't want to pull parts off of it to build a better clone speeder. So part of my goal with this was leave these two droid builds alone. And then this barricade's cool enough, but I just really dislike this speeder build. I mean, that is terrible looking. For a kid or whatever, it's great. Fits two clones, but I wanted to make a much more BARC style speeder. And this just wasn't doing it for me. So I figured I would just limit myself to the pieces in this speeder build and this barricade and see if I could come up with some form of better looking BARC speeder. Would only fit one clone. I'll put the clone leader on there, and then the other three clones can just fight. But to me, that's a much more usable thing for scenes. And then, you buy two or three of these, you get two or three STAPs, and you can build two or three nice looking matching speeders that I think would look good. So I'm going to actually build it here in person. I did this one a little backwards. A lot of these other alt builds I'm kind of messing around with, I usually try and finagle in person first. And then once that's all done, I've learned about Bricklink Studios, which I will build it then digitally and then go through the process of uploading it. But this one I did a little bit reverse. So this is the speeder build I ended up coming up with using just those two parts. Includes this little rounded piece down here to sort of make it hover, so you can kind of position it. Whether you got to adjust that forwards or backwards for the weight of it, there's room to do that. But it's got, the mandibles that come out the front as the blasters. It's got a seat with a backrest. It's got these sort of coverings here. I even included sort of something to resemble the footrests like they do on BARC speeders with those. And then the back just looks like this. I used the stud shooters as thrusters here in the back, and I think they actually look really good for big, beefy little stud shooters. And then these shields were just used as edge pieces on the side to sort of beef up the back half where the engine would be. I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. And seems like a lot of people are happy with it. I posted the design here. This is on Rebrickable. You can see how your designs are doing. Obviously, I'm not selling anything or doing any of that nonsense, but 12 people have downloaded it, so it's pretty cool that 12 people have built this. I mean, I haven't even gotten a chance to build it yet, so that's really cool. And then, 70 people viewed it, 20 people liked it, so cool to see something that you designed and created sort of come to fruition, and other people have gotten their eyes on it and appreciated it. So I'm going to be doing the actual build here in person, and I'll be checking in as I build it, see how it feels in the hands. Excited to actually sort of get my hands on it, so stand by. Alright, I just got it built per the instructions. I think it looks sweet. I'm very happy with how it looks actually in person. I think that is a pretty good BARC style speeder. It wouldn't let me do it in the instructions, but even putting like the blue stud shooters in the blue studs in the stud shooters in the back looks like engine glow in Star Wars. Very happy with how that turned out and the coloring. I guess let's get a clone leader in there, shall we? Very good. That is sweet. And yeah, I think this is a much better alternative than just the just that little speeder and the barricade they have are just not really worth it. Um, so yeah, pretty happy with that. You still get to build all the other droid builds in the set. Um, I will say that the I followed the actual instructions I made on Unbreakable and in Bricklink Studio, which are okay. Since I made this set, I've gotten a lot better at making the instructions and fine-tuning how to create all that stuff in there. So I might go back and change the instructions on how it has you build it, because it has you build it in a really weird order, and I just think there's a much better way to do that. So learning process, we'll get it all figured out. But yeah, otherwise very, very happy with my first alt build that I did and I got published, and seems like at least some people have seen it, which is just a really cool bonus feature for being able to post and share with the community. Sort of what I'm all about, what I love doing. And so, yeah, thanks for watching. We'll follow this up with one of my next alt builds here.